From the hills of the east, a new voice rises. Hello, Meghalaya, our state's first ever OTT platform streaming stories, music, and dreams. Hello, Meghalaya. Your story starts here.
Kasokar jylla kala minjur ban pintre kam Meghalaya tili ki ain Runar ni criminal laws kasokar India kabakan thop ya Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita archa apulai Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita archa apulai bat Bharatiya Syaksha Adhiniyam archa apulai Kajialang ka cabinet menta kasngi hayeng sa umindri rangpa kalathaw ya Meghalaya isaksha management rules archa apusan hadien balaya sulok bat ka high court Meghalaya Kani ka rule babaro ki sakhi ki balalum da ka electronic format kum ki video ki dur on tap ha ka mobile application ka bakhot isaksha ka ban pinyaso daw code bodon khandriu tali ki number baru hashtag ban pinyaso bot ka crime and criminal tracking network and systems but interoperable criminal justice system Commissioner and Secretary Katanat Kampo Yeng Jylla Uba Cyril Dingdo Ulong Basashi Sin Balathep Yakisaki on Sashna Ya UID Ban Pini Yakisaki Hakajing Bishar Kakashri Kawaipat Karul Kadeka Meghalaya Electronic Processes Issuance Service and Execution Rules are Chapusan Kablashna Katkum Kakandon Henry Pusao Jonka BNSS Hakabaki Bashakot Hajir Ban Net Kakashri Kila Ban Pinmi Dak Electronic Format Kaban khot kum ka summon procedure claim the Donkam shu ban pha du briu ne daki kon Kawai pat kadai ka Meghalaya guideline for community services rule ar cha pusan uba Cyril ulong baha kani ka rules haba ubriu ule comes new I Baria but haba sha rai pinram ha kakashri usha dan kuna ni sha set along henry ha kani ka rule thamai kakashri hadien bakala rai pinram ya ubriu bale I kam Runar Baria kan pitchitom da ka bashu pa pin ko I hospital pin bet I got ha library pin ko I office Phatok dieng Phatiu Ñiut bat ki wei ki kam ya ki bale kam Runar ki Baria claim da Donkam shu ban pin Shong ha Phatok Ban pet yakini ka kashri kantong your probation officer u ban pet yakini ki basha pinrem kin bon katkum ka jingpatha ka kashri
to Meghalaya, like the rest of the country, has brought into force 3 new criminal laws, namely the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, the Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita, and the Bharatiya Saksha Adhiniyam with effect from 1st July 2024. Various rules have to be framed and enforced as per these 3 new criminal laws, and today the cabinet has approved 3 of these rules as part of the ongoing process to bring various rules under the ambit of these new criminal laws. These rules have been provided, the model rules, by the Government of India, the Ministry of Home Affairs, and after due consultation with the Honorable High Court of Meghalaya, which is required as per the procedure, with their consent, the cabinet today has approved these 3 new criminal rules, which I will elaborate upon. The first is called the Meghalaya E-Saksha Management Rules 2025. This is the rule to ensure that all evidence that is collected in electronic format, be it videos, be it photographs, are securely uploaded on a mobile application called E-Saksha, which will be secured with a 16-digit code and a hashtag, and these are linked to the CCTNS system and the ICJS system, which is the interoperable criminal justice system, which works in a way where courts have access to the system, the Directorate of Prosecution have access, and once this electronic evidence in the form of video or photograph which is collected by the police during investigation is uploaded, a unique ID is generated so that this can be then brought as evidence in the court proceeding during trial, and then it is secure and tamper-proof because it has a timestamp, it has a geo tag, it has this 16-digit code, a unique SID. So this will ensure that the evidence collected is having full integrity, it is tamper-proof, and the courts can then rely on this video evidence, photograph evidence, to try cases under various provisions of the criminal laws. So this is the first rule that I spoke about, the Meghalaya E-Saksha Management Rules. The second rule that the Honorable Cabinet approved today was the Meghalaya Electronic Processes Issuance, Service and Execution Rules 2025. which have been framed under Section 64 of the Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita. This also is a reform to ensure that summons that are given to various persons to appear in court through the court system or the police are now done in the electronic format, that is e-summons, can be issued, warrants can be issued, etc. So that through the electronic format, through something called the e-summons procedure and the case information system, which is a software developed to ensure that all the courts are on this system, and through the CCTNS, these summons can be issued through the electronic format without the need to issue through the paper format, which has been the current method. So this is also a reform that has been introduced today. The last rule that the Honorable Cabinet approved is called the Meghalaya Guidelines for Community Services 2025. Now, this is also a reformative measure, as we know that when a person commits a crime and is convicted, usual punishment is either imprisonment in a jail or a fine. This is bringing a new type of punishment, which is called a community service, which means that for petty offences, minor offences, the honourable courts can sentence a person who is convicted of petty offences to community service, which includes, for example, cleaning and maintenance of wards in government hospitals, trolley movement assistance in government hospitals, arranging of books or listing of books in, say, government libraries, cleaning of classrooms or labs, etc., in government educational institutions, or cleaning with municipal corporation and cleaning staff, including planting of trees, removal of weeds, etc., in plantations run by forest department. So these are basically community service that the person who's convicted of minor offences has to undertake to serve as a sentence after conviction in a court of law. So to summarize, these are three new criminal laws, three new criminal rules which have to be brought in line with the rest of the country as per the mandate from the MHA to take forward the implementation of the three new criminal laws in the state of Meghalaya, which have today been approved by the Cabinet after due consultation and approval from the Honorable High Court of Meghalaya. Number one, we should understand the context that this community service is nationwide. It's not something unique to Meghalaya. All other states also are implementing this community service guidelines for this community service. It is based on model rules issued by Ministry of Home Affairs. Number two, on your question of who will supervise these persons to do the cleaning or the planting, the court will appoint something called a probation officer, and there will be clear guidelines. As per the guidelines, they'll be sentenced to some hours of community service, maybe 20 hours, 30 hours, whatever the courts deem fit. And based on that, there will be some supervisory officer to ensure that these people come and do the community service. So it is for minor and petty offences. It is not for crimes like murder and very serious crimes where people will be sentenced to community service. Very petty offences, small theft, for example, within a certain amount of very, very few rupees, etc. So those are already there in the BNS Act and in the guidelines. So those I'll not repeat. So the supervisory element is there. There will be probation officers who will supervise this community service. Cabinet has approved, so immediately it will be notified by today or tomorrow, and then it will be implemented. It is going to be immediate effect.